This is still the morning of the 16th of November. A clip put up by Viral Vibes Daily. Titled, Erika Kirk in tears after private pics with JD Vance leak. This is bad. 22 minutes and 54 seconds. Let's have a listen.
Will ever replace my husband. No. But I do see some similarities of my husband in JD and Vice President JD Vance. I do.
The internet is straight up exploding right now because some wild photos just dropped, and they allegedly show Erika Kirk getting a little too close with none other than JD Vance. This isn't just a spark, this is a full-on blaze tearing through social media, and people cannot stop talking about it. If you came here to find out whether the whispers are real, oh, buckle up, because this one's about to get chaotic fast. One leaked pic, and boom, everything these two built is suddenly hanging by a thread. You can practically feel the tension because JD Vance is at the peak of his political spotlight right now, and Erika Kirk just got pulled into a firestorm that she probably didn't see coming. The online sleuths are in overdrive, zooming in on every pixel, comparing backgrounds, even checking timestamps. But here's where things start to twist. These photos didn't just appear out of thin air. Someone's been sitting on them waiting for the perfect moment to drop the bomb, and now everyone's asking the same thing. Who leaked them? And what was the motive? The timing couldn't be more suspicious. It feels calculated, like someone wanted to cause maximum chaos right when JD's image is shining the brightest. Meanwhile, Erika's trying to keep calm, posting carefully worded messages, avoiding the cameras, but you can tell she's rattled. Every click, every move she makes is being dissected in real time. But here's the kicker. This whole thing has gone way beyond a few scandalous photos.
The Vice President of the United States took the stage in Oxford, Mississippi tonight. His appearance comes as Turning Point USA makes a stop on its American comeback tour.
Whispers of secret meetings, deleted messages, and even insiders spilling tea are flying all over the place. And the closer you look, the messier it gets. Allegedly, there's way more evidence waiting in the shadows, stuff that hasn't even seen daylight yet. Insiders are whispering that what we've seen so far is just the tip of the iceberg and the real bombshells haven't even dropped. And here's what's really wild. JD Vance's camp has gone dead silent. No statements, no denials, no explanations. That quiet is making everyone even more suspicious. Something's definitely brewing behind the scenes. Let's not forget, JD Vance isn't just some random politician. He's the Vice President of the United States, the man who made it to the White House alongside Donald Trump after the 2024 election. Every move he makes turns into breaking news.
He didn't make it to the White House. He was shooed into the White House by Peter Thiel. Peter Thiel called Trump and said, I'd like you to pick JD Vance as your VP. So he didn't make it there. He was shooed in there by a homosexual.
So when his name got tangled up with Erika Kirk's, the media lost its mind. Every outlet, every talk show, every podcast, boom, all talking about them. And get this, remember how we said those photos dropped at the worst possible time? Turns out Erika truly believed her private life was locked down tight. But come on, in this digital age, nothing stays hidden forever, especially when you're rubbing shoulders with the most powerful people in the country.
Vice President JD Vance is speaking at a Turning Point USA event at Ole Miss right now. He was joined by late Turning Point USA co-founder Charlie Kirk's widow, Erika Kirk. She's also the new CEO of Turning Point USA.
Privacy doesn't exist once you're on that level, and now she's learning that the hard way.
Why would they call her co-founder? Huh? She went for a job interview at the established Turning Point USA. So why would they call her co-founder? She ain't no co-founder. She's a black widow.
By piece, more versions of the photos started to surface, different angles, slightly altered lighting. It was like someone wanted to make sure no one could doubt they were real. Whoever dropped them clearly had a mission: total exposure. Some insiders claim Erika tried to get ahead of the storm, reaching out to certain media outlets to shape the story before it spun out of control. But by the time she moved, it was too late. The internet had already taken over. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all flooded with those images within hours. You can imagine her phone lighting up nonstop, messages flying in, headlines exploding, and that sinking feeling when she realized her entire public image was about to be picked apart by millions. Meanwhile, JD's team, reportedly scrambling behind closed doors, crisis meetings, emergency calls, hush-hush discussions about what to say and what not to say. And honestly, every silence, every pause just makes people talk more. And those photos, they're not your average snapshots. In several, they're seen laughing together, standing close, eyes locked like they're sharing something private. But there's one picture that's practically burned into everyone's mind. Erika gently resting her hand on JD's arm while leaning in, both smiling like they've got a secret between them.
To immerse himself in the culture of the campus that he was in. And so, from word on the street, you guys have a chant out there.
Another shot shows them tucked away in a quiet corner, away from the crowd, just the two of them, and the internet is eating it up. Here's where things go from shocking to absolutely insane. Tech geniuses online managed to pull the metadata from those leaked photos, and before everything got scrubbed clean, they claimed the images were taken months ago. That means whatever was going on between Erika Kirk and JD Vance wasn't some new situation. It's something that's allegedly been kept quiet for quite a while. Now, Erika isn't staying silent, She fired back with a statement through her lawyer insisting the photos are being taken out of context. According to her, she and JD share only a professional relationship. She says they were at a political fundraising event and that what looks intimate was really just a brief, harmless conversation. But let's be honest, the internet isn't buying a word of it. People want proof and they're tearing her story apart frame by frame. But here's where it takes a darker twist, because apparently Erika received threatening messages before those photos went public. Sources close to her claim she got several warnings telling her to distance herself from certain political circles or else her private life would be exposed. At the time, she brushed it off, thinking it was just internet noise.
All over my husband when he was murdered. There have been cameras all over my friends and family mourning. There have been cameras all over me, analyzing my every move, analyzing my every smile, my every tear.
But whoever sent those warnings wasn't bluffing, because a short while later, the photos hit the web. Now everyone's asking, who's behind this? Could this be a political hit job aimed at ruining JD Vance's image or stirring chaos in his inner circle? Some insiders are convinced this was planned to perfection, a calculated drop meant to embarrass everyone involved. And just when you think it can't get crazier, the whispers say Erika might not be the only one. Rumor has it there are more photos of other political figures taken at those same private gatherings. If that turns out to be true, we're looking at a scandal that could shake up the entire scene, not just Erika and JD. This might be the start of something much bigger, like the opening act of a full-blown political soap opera. And check this, since the leak, Erika has been scrubbing her social media like a woman on a mission. Over 50 posts deleted in the last 48 hours, gone, wiped clean. Fans noticed she's removed nearly every photo connected to political events she attended this past year. No speeches, no fundraisers, no campaign mentions, nothing. It's like she's trying to erase a whole chapter of her life overnight. But that's not all. Eagle-eyed fans have been digging through old interviews and found one from about 3 months ago where JD Vance was asked a seemingly harmless question about his relationships with political consultants. Back then, no one blinked an eye.
No one will ever replace my husband, no. But I do see some similarities of my husband in JD and Vice President JD Vance. I do.
But now, people are replaying that clip nonstop, saying his tone and body language seemed super off, like he was hiding something in plain sight. And here's another jaw-dropper. Erika's own LinkedIn profile shows she's worked on several high-profile campaigns over the years, but the one detail everyone's latching onto, she allegedly had ties to JD Vance's political circle just last year. Coincidence? Maybe. But in a world where every handshake and every whisper can mean something, and it's looking suspiciously close for comfort. And just when you think your brain can't take another twist, hold tight, because what's coming next might completely flip the story upside down. Here's where the entire story starts spinning into a full-blown political thriller. Because what's happening behind the scenes right now sounds straight out of a Netflix series. After those photos exploded online, both Erika Kirk and JD Vance went completely dark for several hours. No posts, no statements, nothing but silence. And in the middle of that silence, journalists started digging deeper, trying to find where those pictures were taken and who else was there that night. That's when the real chaos began. Turns out the location in those photos wasn't just some random hotel or fundraiser venue. It's allegedly a private retreat spot in Virginia used for high-level donor events, the kind where phones are usually banned and guests are carefully screened before entry. So how did those images even exist in the first place? Someone had to break strict protocol to snap them, which makes this whole thing way more suspicious. Now, insiders are claiming that only a handful of people had access to that space.
It's a very, very tough situation. You have two
enemies who fought a very tough conflict against each other. You have a terrorist organization on one hand that murdered a lot of innocent people.
Meaning whoever took the photos wasn't just a random attendee. This was someone close enough to Erika and JD to catch them off guard. And if that's true, this wasn't just a leak. This was a setup. Someone inside their circle wanted this out, and the timing couldn't be more strategic. Remember?
So, like, what do you think, huh? I played 9 minutes of a 22-minute clip. You're free to watch the rest of it at your convenience. I think she's the Black Widow. I think they set Charlie up to be murdered. And she sees herself as the First Lady. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. Do you?